Who was Sacagawea? Hi, welcome back to my video. This time I will give you some information about the most memorialized woman in US history. She was Sacagawea. Born circa 1788, or some sources say 1786 and 1787 in Lemhi County, Idaho. The daughter of a Shoshone chief, was captured by an enemy tribe and sold to a French-Canadian trapper named Toussaint Charbonneau, who made her one of his wives around age 12. In November 1804, she was invited to join the Lewis and Clark expedition. She was a Shoshone interpreter best known for serving as a member of the Lewis and Clark expedition into the American West and for being the only woman on the famous excursion. But actually, much of Sacagawea's life is a mystery. As far as historians know, the first written reference to Sacagawea dates to November 4, 1804. Lewis and Clark met Charbonneau and quickly hired him to serve as interpreter on their expedition. Even though she was pregnant with her first child, Sacagawea was chosen to accompany them on their mission. Lewis and Clark believed that her knowledge of the Shoshone language would help them later in their journey. In February 1805, Sacagawea gave birth to a son named Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau. Despite traveling with a newborn child during the trek, Sacagawea proved to be helpful in many ways. She was skilled at finding edible plants. When a boat she was riding on capsized, she was able to save some of its cargo, including important documents and supplies. She also served as a symbol of peace. A group traveling with a woman and a child were treated with less suspicion than a group of men alone. Sacagawea also made a miraculous discovery of her own during the trip west. When the Corps encountered a group of Shoshone Indians, she soon realized that its leader was actually her brother Kamawait. It was through her that the expedition was able to buy horses from the Shoshone to cross the Rocky Mountains. Despite this joyous family reunion, Sacagawea remained with the explorers for the trip west. Sacagawea received no compensation for her work during the expedition, since it was technically Charbonneau who had been hired by the Corps. It was he who received payment for the work, 320 acres of land and about $500. Sacagawea was not compensated at all. This didn't seem to sit well with Clark, who wrote to Charbonneau, "Your woman who accompanied you that long, dangerous, and fatiguing route to the Pacific Ocean and back deserved a greater reward for her attention and services on that route than we had in our power to give her." Perhaps that's part of the reason Clark offered to make sure the couple's young son, whom Clark had affectionately called Little Pump during the expedition, received a quality education. He eventually became Jean-Baptiste's godfather and ultimately, after Sacagawea's death, his legal guardian. Once Sacagawea left the expedition, the details of her life become more elusive. In 1809, it is believed that she traveled with their son to St. Louis to see Clark. Pump was left in Clark's care. Sacagawea gave birth to her second child, a daughter named Lisette, 3 years later. Only a few months after her daughter's arrival, she reportedly died at Fort Manuel in what is now Kennel, South Dakota, around 1812. After Sacagawea's death, Clark looked after her 2 children and ultimately took custody of them both. Sacagawea is thought to be the most memorialized woman in U.S. history. The National Park Service claims there are more statues dedicated to Sacagawea than to any other American woman. The U.S. Navy has named 3 ships after her over the years. The U.S. Postal Service released a Sacagawea stamp in 1994, and the U.S. Mint issued Sacagawea golden dollar coins from 2000 to 2008. Sacagawea has also been memorialized in the names of parks, schools, playgrounds, and cultural and interpretive centers all over the country. Now, what's your opinion about this amazing woman? Write down your comment below and please like and subscribe the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.